Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. I want us to remind ourselves of a very simple promise William Ruto made when he was campaigning for the presidency. I will create 4 million jobs in my first year of presidency. That was a pledge William Ruto made on 6th November 2021 when he was campaigning for the presidency. He made it very clear that he was to create 4 million jobs in his first year. Right now, Ruto has done over 8 months, and we are seeing Kenyans more and more becoming jobless. About 3 days ago, CS Treasury announced a looming massive retrenchment of the supporting staff. And the supporting staff, those are the so-called hustlers. And we have not forgotten, just the other day, when G4S was looking for people to fill the 150 vacant positions, tens of thousands of Kenyans turned out for that job interview. So it's a fact, Kenyans are becoming more and more jobless. And before I even forget, immediately William Ruto took over, he did away with Kazi Mtani, an initiative that was giving the so-called hustlers food at the end of the day. I want us to dig deep into this story for Kenyans to understand the games being played here. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. I'm yet to see any promise or any pledge that Ruto made that he has so far fulfilled. I've not seen any. And looking at him, he has adopted a new strategy in that he knows Kenyans have forgotten about the promises he made. So to give Kenyans hope and to keep them waiting, he's giving new promises. Right now he's telling them that the government will build for them houses. And he has been going around the country preaching that lie. Besides the houses, he's talking of employment for Kenyans, that the housing schemes will offer employment. And today he was in Kakamega and is talking of electric bikes. All these are empty rhetorics that Kenyans should and must know. All these are empty rhetorics, things that will never be kept or fulfilled. And any person waiting for Ruto to accomplish those promises, that's a person who should go for a mental checkup. If Ruto has not been keeping all the promises he has been making, even these ones, he will never keep. If you look on how Ruto's government is performing, without taking sides, this is the worst government since Kenya attained its independence. Just look at the individuals first who have been given jobs in government. Former Director of Public Prosecution, somebody who has been proved not fit holding a public office. Upon William Ruto being sworn in as the president, we have seen this man now, NIS boss, dropping cases. And he was saying that those cases were politically instigated during Uhuru Kenyatta's time. But so the man is just confirming that at that time he was compromised to prefer cases against individuals. And he saw no need of maybe resigning. That's the person in charge of NIS. Look at the cabinet secretaries. Some who had been accused of murder, corruption cases. Those are the individuals being given government jobs. The nature of appointments, tribal, only one or two communities. With all those open blunders and mistakes, that's a government that cannot and will never deliver. It cannot, will never deliver. It really pains when I see some elected leaders who should be serving the people, defending the rights of those who supported them, entering in a collusion with that kind of a government. And they are also going around the country cheating Kenyans that they are supporting the government for development. I think Kenyans are on their own, and the earlier Kenyans realize that, the better. I'm seeing a very high possibility where if Kenyans were to wake up by 2027, assuming the Ruto is lucky to reach that time, I'm seeing a very high possibility where if the people will wake up, I'm seeing the whole parliament will be sent home. Ruto and his team will all be sent home. Kenyans are suffering. Ruto keeps making new promises. And in just 8 months, we are now seeing scandal after scandal. The edible oil importation has turned out to be a scandal. Very close William Ruto associates are the ones who are given that tender to import oil tax-free. Upon importing that oil, they sell it to a government agency, KNTC. KNTC then sells it to private companies that also sells it at inflated prices to Kenyans. Chain of corruption. And in our earlier video, we did a detailed analysis on that. So besides giving jobs to the youths, which has been proved as a lie, Kenyans are facing massive retrenchment in the coming days. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But before I stop, it's coming out very clearly that as time goes by, Ruto's government is becoming more and more unpopular amongst Kenyans. And the earlier William Ruto realized that, the better for him. If he can't realize that early enough, then it's true, power corrupts and corrupts absolutely. Ruto is drunk with power. He can't just understand things properly. Let me stop you there, ladies and gentlemen. For those still sending their contributions, channel all your contributions to the number below. Let's help Nudin undergo a kidney transplant. Channel your contributions to that number below. The pledge by Ruto that he was to give Kenyans 4 million jobs in his first year, that is a lie, and it has been proved as a lie. Instead of Ruto giving Kenyans jobs, he plans on rendering Kenyans jobless. And already we have seen him doing that. Government intends on mass retrenchment. Ruto himself did away with Kazim Tani. So instead of delivering He is busy campaigning for 2027. He's more interested in luring elected leaders to his side so that he can oppress the poor masses. Let me stop it there. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you.